We are back today with Katie, the erotic dancer and purple belt, and Tyler, the black belt and guillotine master. Katie eventually stops her dancing. We start the roll by doing our typical fist bump. I let her start on top, but this was a bad idea because she just stalls the whole time and I had to really speed up this process for the video so the viewers wouldn't get bored. I start setting up a single leg by going around her arm, and I sit up and use my head pressure to drive her forward, getting an easy sweep. Katie responds to the takedown by going for a guillotine that I've taught her. She never seemed to have learned it completely because every time she goes for it, she never finishes it. However, she is able to sweep with the technique, which puts me in a deep half position where I then start to work up and take her back. When I take her back, I make sure to maintain a strong underhook on her right arm so I'm able to push her down in north-south and be able to keep a strong position. Katie employs the most fun part of jiu-jitsu known as fundamentals and creates frames so she can push me off of her and get back into full guard. I decide to stand up since we have a lot of inactivity and go for a standing pass. She starts to hook inside, and when she does that I push her knee down, and instead of going the way she wants me to, I go outside of her leg to put her into a half guard where she already has her back flat to the mat. I'm able to pass her guard by keeping my shin right on top of hers and working around it to get to side control. As soon as I get to side control, I start to go for armpit control. This allows me to be able to go to a chin drop position in the future or for some choke. She decides she doesn't like it and tries to show off to the camera instead. She senses the danger of the chin drop, so she's able to put her back flat on the mat to avoid it. However, she starts to get on her side and I follow her strongly so I can take her back and pull her to her side again. Now I mess up here by putting my top hook in when it really isn't necessary, and it stops me from being able to scramble in the future, so she's able to go on her side and start pushing me off where I have to then regain side control. I put my hand around her neck, 50 Shades of Grey style, but she uses her safe word to escape the position where she can start standing up until I hit her with an arm drag. While maintaining control, I go for a trip by elevating the leg and then I land back in her butterfly guard. While I am in her butterfly guard, she starts to work on a guillotine again, but I give her that 300-pound wrestler treatment and I just keep shoving her down. To pass her guard, I actually put my hip down on the mat so I can grab her foot and push it in so I can walk around the leg instead of fighting it. She squares up with me and goes to referee position, so I take her back. I decide to ride her out and give her the special attention that she needs. From here, I grab her wrists and I maintain the control until I'm able to go for my chin drop position. This puts her in a little bit of a predicament because it's not quite a fun spot to be where your neck is constantly getting cranked and you're always in danger of being choked. We come back from Mikey scratching his butt. We find some hardworking partners on the side, Angel and Joey, both preparing for the fights coming up on August 28th, working as hard as they possibly can to get their grappling in order for their fights. We come back to the roll and I'm still riding on Katie's back. She's not able to find an answer to get me off of her, but it makes sense because I've wrestled at the Olympics and I was a D1 wrestler. I attempt to do a short choke on her, but we only have a short amount of time left on the bell and she survives. We do our fist bump to end the roll, and that's the end of the video. If you enjoy Katie dancing and want to see more of it, make sure to 1. Like the video, 2. Comment, and then subscribe. You'll get to see more dancing from her, and you also get to see more rolls. Thanks for watching.